The views expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of this station, its owners, staff, or management. The following program is sponsored by Citizens Financial Security. In a world where information is power, the original Money Doctor inspires you to rise above it all and plan ahead with guaranteed success. William F. Richardson is the original Money Doctor.
I'm William Richardson with the American Dream and the principle of the day. Today we're going to be talking about principle number 5, which is education and financial strategies. And also we're going to be talking about a financial institution that I work with that is part of our family structure, which is called fundkidsnow.org. And that's all about funding local education, and we'll come back to that in just a little bit. So education on financial strategies. Where do you get your education from? Do you get it from the nightly news? Do you remember from high school and college? What were you taught? Were you taught how to balance a checkbook? Were you taught how to buy and trade stocks? Were you taught how to become your own banker? Were you taught how money really works? Silence there, right? No, you weren't. Even if you went into higher education, and even if you went into a lot of the MBA classes that are out there, and you spent an extra 2 years or 3 years, whatever it took for you to get to that point, they truly don't nail down. And quite frankly, even if you have various license, do you really understand how to maximize a certain asset class, a tax advantage savings vehicle, to maximize it to work for your family in the best way? Most advisors out there don't. Now, that's not saying anything bad about the current advisor that you have. It just means that that's not where they specialize in, and that's not their expertise. So if you want to directly invest your money in the market and be 100% at risk, you're not coming to the Money Doctor for that advice, because that's not what I do. That's not what we're about. We take, you're going to take money from the 80% and do that. And that's 20 to 30%. And you work with an outside broker or someone on our team that we recommend that takes care of that area for you. What I want to do and what I specialize in is protecting the safe money and keeping the safe money safe. Very, very simple. So educating on how different principles work and understanding when I say the voice of reason, the power of money triple compounding, and how that works in a tax advantage savings vehicle. What does that mean? It may just sound like a bunch of words to you, but it's truly a way to take your dreams of what you want as an individual, as a family, as a business, or as a community, and do things today which will allow you to have what you want in the future. Now, this is a message that could be heard on many commercials, in print, on TV, on the radio, of that same message. So who do you listen to? Who actually has the right formula for you to use? That has to come back to education. That has to come back to what's most important for you as an individual and for your family, and what are you trying to accomplish? Now, I can't find that out from someone without sitting down with them across the table, eye to eye, and say, tell me about yourself. Tell me what's most important to you. What do you want out of life? Where are you at right now? And that takes someone really to open up and to share what they're experiencing and problems that they had before and what they're trying to accomplish, and how can I be a part of that and be a part of their life, which goes back to an ongoing education situation where I ask people to, hey, I want you to actually step out of your comfort zone. I want you to read this book. I want you to read these chapters. I want you to go and watch these 6 videos on your time when it's right, at your home, at your office. I want you to dial into this online presentation. I want you to come to a public presentation. I want you to meet with me 2 or 3 times. This is what we're going to do. And each time I want you to jump over this hurdle to make sure it's right for each of us to, to move forward and to develop a long-term relationship. Because the education doesn't stop when you put your first dollar in or you take your first dollar out. It continues to grow and grow. And then you have an opportunity through the 10-10-80% rule to do it. So recap with that. You're giving and you're saving and you're living and you're sharing that information with someone else. So as your paradigm shift changes and as your education comes to pass and you realize, what I was doing before was okay, but this is much better for where I want to be. And then you're in a position to share that with your family and your friends. And that's where true wealth comes into play. When you're able to share something and you had a life-changing experience from it and it's proven, because the numbers don't lie. So we can talk about a lot of different strategies, but when we bring it out into the financial software program and we lay it all out there, the numbers do not misread where you're at. But first, it's the philosophy of what you're trying to accomplish, and that's a personal thing. That needs to come from you deep down inside, not listening to a sales pitch from an institution of what's the best thing for your family because you've been hearing that from your employer, you've been hearing it for the last 40 years, 20 years, or right out the gate if you are a college student. Maybe you don't know what to believe anymore. Well, first thing is, where are you getting your information from? And what are they asking you to do? And why do they want you to have this paradigm shift? So reading, educating, understanding is a powerful thing. But power is not just good enough. So having just the power, you need to have the proper place to actually have your money grow. Come back to where we're working with our lifestyle discovery strategy session. So we have 3 phases for that. We have good, better, or best. Most people, when they come to me, they're in a good situation. Most people are not in a dire, bad situation, and we're able to make it better. Some people come in a pretty good situation. They have everything in order. They just say, I want to do something a little bit better. How can you make me have 50% more income in retirement? Well, hey, we can do that. Here's what we're going to do. You're going to move this around, and this is going to guarantee you that takes place. When you're able to do that for someone and take them from good to best or from better to best, it changes everything for their family, because now you're not just changing that one individual's life. That parent is going and talking to their child, or that child is talking to their parent, or even sometimes the grandparents are reaching down and speaking to their grandkids and allowing them to learn these strategies so they can put a few $100s in every month. So when they're in retirement, they can become their own banker. They can borrow to pay for college from themselves, keep in mind, and to purchase their first house. Then they pay that money back to the family bank that they created themselves through the help of their parents or their grandparents, or it's a family bank that the grandparents control or a family bank that the parents control, and money goes back into it so all the generations can receive that benefit of the money and of the knowledge. We're talking about rule number 6, private financing, becoming your own banker, never run out of money, never lose your money, increase income, and reduce taxes. So we're talking about all these different rules work hand in hand. So rule number 6, becoming your own banker, is what you have to do with rule number 5. Rule number 5 allows you to learn to be educated how to use the strategies, continue to grow and develop. And you're utilizing that, and you're learning from rule number 4 of what type of benefits you have to have inside of your solution. Rule number 3, what's required and what are the principles that you possibly must have. 2 is always the income and our taxes and having our cake and eating it too. And then our founding number 1 principle always leads back to never lose your money. Sounds too simple, but it's not. And on that note, until we meet again, keep your money safe.
In a world desperate for a voice of reason, William F. Richardson is the original Money Doctor with solutions that matter. Wednesdays at 4. Drive Time. Money 105.5.
Never lose your money. Sounds too simple, but it's not. Hi, I'm Janet Handley, co-host of The Money Doctor. Join me every Wednesday at 4 with the voice of reason.
Living with purpose and real intent. If you're as concerned as I am, and you're not the type to sit around and wait for something to happen, there's something you can do. Special gift invitation. How to get growth, protection, and income for your money. Send a request for a special promo code to watch this new online video training series absolutely free in the comfort of your home or office. You will learn how hardworking American families protect and control their retirement money and never expose it to stock market risk or massive taxation. Watch this free video series and learn the rules. Send requests to info@citizensfinancialsecurity.com. That's info@citizensfinancialsecurity.com to view video online. Video series is shared as a public benefit for enlightenment.
As a financial strategist, William F. Richardson coaches college students, families, and businesses on income planning strategies. He focuses on how to create lifestyle benefits and retirement savings by following simple rules and proven concepts to optimize assets, preserve capital, and minimize taxes. During the Great Recession, clients of Citizens Financial Security who followed these strategies didn't lose one penny of their savings or retirement money, while others lost 30 to 60% of their life savings as the market adjusted. Assuming you've chosen to follow these strategies, there would have been zero losses due to market volatility, and your financial goals would be on track. Your money would have been triple compounding, protected, and available tax-free for any reason. Visit us at the World Economic Report at moneydoctoradvisor.com and visit our corporate sponsor, citizensfinancialsecurity.com, or call 916-500-4905. That's 916-500-4905.